past it. Oh, there you are. Where did I put the pick? Ah, you are really all together today, Jason. Whoo-wee. All right. I got my water. There's my water. And I got my slippers. 1, 2. And I got my guitar pick, which I usually always have. And I should have taken a sip of water before I started recording, and I also should have brought my paper that has the songs I'm going to play on it, and that is right there. I'm also going to try something new with the books I'm reading, which I also didn't bring over here. So this is going to be like a live experience. Oh, this is a good one. This will be fun. And I know I sniff a lot down here. It's chilly in the basement. 37, 27. Okay. Well, hello everyone. It's nice to see you again. Here we are, another week in. Is this got to be, what, the 4th week now? Or more than 4? Who knows? Who even knows what day it is today? I have to confess, I hope it's okay that I mentioned that I'm getting started a little bit later today than I usually do, and it just seemed to be a bit harder to get going today, and I was wondering if anybody else was experiencing that. Sometimes it's hard to get out of bed in the morning, and when you got something like this going on and you don't know how it's going to end or when it's going to end, it's just easier to stay asleep sometimes. But here I am. I'm a little bit late, later than I wanted to get started, but I am here. And that sometimes is the most important thing that you can do, and that's just show up. Even if you don't feel your best, or you feel like you don't look your best, or you just can't seem to get it together, you just keep doing things wrong, and it feels like everything is just getting messed up again and again and again and again. It's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel like you're not all together. It's okay. I feel like that right now. You saw, I'm probably going to end up leaving that in. I'm dropping my pick all over everything, and you know. But it's okay because we're all in this together, right? Everybody say, right! Let's sing. I can't see the clock. That's funny. I think this is just gonna mess everything up if I do this. Oh, it's probably gonna, oh, the cat's knocked this over, and see it now? Nope. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry that this story time is gonna be so wackadoodle. You're probably like, why doesn't he just start over again? Well, that's a good question. And the answer is because I feel like Oh, there we go. That'll work. I feel like, I don't know, if each story time is a little bit different, a little bit unusual, I don't know, maybe it'll be a little bit more interesting. If I'm totally wrong, you can send me an email. All right. Hopefully you'll like the way that I'm going to do the books, though. So, still got that to look forward to. Sing after me. Good morning to you. And how do you do? Join me for a song. It won't take too long. It's a beautiful day, whether it's bright or gray. And one thing is clear, I'm glad that you're here. Sing with me, good morning to you. And how do you do? Join me for a song. It won't take too long. It's a beautiful day, whether it's bright or gray. And one thing is clear, I'm glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you're here. And I must say that I really, really miss seeing you all in person. It's been so long, and it's going to be longer still. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing you all again. And I'm very happy that you're joining me right now on your TV screen. All right, here we go. This is the fun part. Ready? Hopefully you'll like this. So you actually can't see it, but I have a seat down here. You hear that? Because I thought, what if I could move forward a little bit? So I'll come up here like this, and then maybe you can see the pictures in the book a little bit better. Hopefully this will work. This is called The Best Artist in the Ocean by Kevin Sherry. I didn't test to see if there's going to be it's going to be shiny or not. Hello! I'm a giant squid. And I can draw. I can draw fish. I can draw crabs. I can draw manta rays and jellyfish. You know which ones are the manta rays? And which ones are the jellyfish? Which ones are those? Those are the jellyfish, that's right. Which means these are the manta rays. I can draw anything! You know what those are? Some of them are like cartoons, so... And look what's going on down here. That says splat. Hey! What are you doing? I'm making my masterpiece. Look, I can draw like this or like that. Look at that's more like a cartoon and that's more realistic. Or even like that. I'm the best artist in the ocean. Stop! What's that? You know sharks have a lot of teeth, like 200 or something. You are making a mess! What do you think he is, or she, we actually don't know, or it, or they, are thinking? Or feeling? Could the squid be scared? Maybe it's just thinking. Maybe it's surprised. You mean a masterpiece? I don't know if you'll be able to see all of this. Let's see if we can do this like this. I have no idea how this is gonna look. Excuse me. The only reason I didn't cover my mouth just then is because I'm the only one down here in the basement. That's the end. The end. All right, I'm gonna move back to my singing chair now. Hopefully I don't look too silly standing up and moving back and forth. And where is my... Oh, here we go. This is a story about a farmer who had a dog whose name was Flamingo. Is that right? Was the dog's name Flamingo? No, it wasn't Flamingo. His name was Dingo, right? Dingo, was it? No. It wasn't Dingo. You remember what his name was? Farmer had a dog whose name was Bojangles. Oh no, it wasn't that either, was it? What is it? What was the dog's name? Oh, that's right. It was Bingo. And this is how you spell his name, like this. B-I-N-G-O. B-I-N-G-O. And every time we sing the song, we're going to take one of the letters. And so first we're going to go B-I-N-G-O. And then we're going to go... And you're going to clap and bark like this. Ruff! Like that. Ruff! So first it's B-I-N-G-O, and then ruff! I-N-G-O, and then ruff! Ruff! N-G-O, and then ruff! 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 G-O, and so on, and so forth. Are you ready? There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, there was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, Arf, I-N-G-O, Ruff, I-N-G-O, Ruff, I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh. All right, how many claps now? We're up to 2, ready? Woo. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, woof, N-G-O, woof, woof, N-G-O, woof, woof, N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh. How many barks and claps now? That's right, 3. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, 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 G-O, woof, 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 G-O, woof, 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 G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh. How many now? 4. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, 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 oh, woof, 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 oh, woof, 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 oh, and Bingo was his name. Oh. How many now? That's right, 5, my favorite, all barks and claps. Are you ready? There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, woof, 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 and Bingo was his name again. Woof, 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 and Bingo was his. One more time. Woof, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, oh, All right. How's about another story? Move up here to my story chair. I hope this works. It Looked Like Spilt Milk by Charles G. Shaw. Sometimes it looked like spilt milk, but it wasn't spilt milk. Sometimes it looked like a rabbit. Excuse me, I just burped. But it wasn't a rabbit. Sometimes it looked like a bird, but it wasn't a bird. Sometimes it looked like a tree, but it wasn't a tree. Sometimes it looked like, what's it look like? An ice cream cone, but it wasn't an ice cream cone. Sometimes it looked like what does that look like to you? Could be all of those things. But it wasn't a flower. Or any of the other things. Sometimes it looked like what did that look like? Like a pig. But it wasn't a pig. Sometimes it looked like what does that look like? Could be that. Could be. But it wasn't a birthday cake. It wasn't any of those things. Do you know what it is yet? Sometimes it looked like a sheep. What does sheep say? I know you know that one. But it wasn't a sheep. Sometimes it looked like and this one we usually have a lot of different opinions on. What do you think it looks like? What do you think? Use your imagination. The book says it looks like a great horned owl. But it doesn't matter because it wasn't a great horned owl and it wasn't any of those other things. Sometimes it looked like a mitten. But it wasn't a mitten. Pretty soon we won't have to wear our mittens. Sometimes it looked like a squirrel. But it wasn't a squirrel. Sometimes it looked like an angel. But it wasn't an angel. Oh, I should have given you a minute to think about this one too. What else do you think that looks like? Go ahead and take a minute to think. Could see an angel, but what if you tilt it this way? Does it look like something different? What if you put it this way? Does it look like something different then? What could it be then? Looks like kind of almost like a mask to me. Like your eyes would go there, that's the nose, or like a helmet or something. There, looks a little bit like a letter. What letter does that look like, do you know? You cover that up. Looks a little bit like an E, but when you do that, it looks a little bit like a face too. Like there's a nose and the big old chin. What kind of a voice do you think someone with a face like that would have? That's a little bit like stereotyping, but because a person with a, I guess the answer is, right, anything. A person with a face like that could have a voice like this. Or they could have a voice like this. And they could have a voice like this. They could have a voice like this too. Or they could have a voice like this. Or they could have a voice like this. So, don't judge people based on appearances. But you know what? It's not any of those things. What is it? Sometimes it looked like spilt milk, but it wasn't spilt milk. It was just a cloud in the sky. And that is definitely something that you can do while you are hanging out at home, is go outside and look at the sky and see what kinds of shapes you can make out of things in the sky. That would be something fun to do. How are we doing on time? Ooh. Well, I wanted to read this other story, but the good news is that I didn't get to read it this time, so I'll get to read it next time. So, back to my my song chair. That's probably going to look really funny. I probably should try to figure out some sort of... All this says we have 8 minutes left. I don't know, should I do a book? I can do a book. I might have a shorter book, but maybe I'll do a shorter book. Oh boy. Oh, Jason. Oh, Jason. Let's see. I'm just peeking over here. So I think maybe I'll do this one. Here we go. This one's a little bit shorter. I was going to use up all the extra time I had, trying to make up my mind. Make up your mind, Jason. Just make up your mind. This is called Sheep in a Shop by Nancy Shaw. I hope I haven't read this one yet. I feel like I read one of the sheep ones. I love these though. I'm not typically a fan of books that rhyme, that have rhyming verse, but the rhyme is so good and just like, it's rhythmic in this. I really enjoy it. That's by Nancy Shaw and Margot Apple. Remember a while back I told you about the author who writes it and the illustrator who draws the picture. The picture is Margot Apple. A birthday's coming, hip hooray! 5 sheep shop for the big, big day. Sheep find rackets, sheep find rockets, sheep find jackets full of pockets. Sheep find blocks, sheep wind clocks, sheep try trains, sheep fly planes. Sheep decide to buy a beach ball, sheep prefer an out-of-reach ball. Sheep climb, sheep grumble, sheep reach, sheep fumble. What does it mean to fumble? They thought they had it, but they dropped it. Like in football, you think you have the ball and you drop it. It's called a fumble. Sheep sprawl, boxes tumble, boxes fall in one big jumble. Sheep put back the beach ball stack. They choose some ribbon from the rack. They dump their bank, pennies clank. There's not enough to buy this stuff. Sheep blink. Sheep think. What can they swap to pay the shop? Sheep clip wool, 3 bags full. You know a song about that? Sheep trade, the bill is paid. Can you imagine if you could just shave off your hair and pay for stuff at the store? Hair doesn't grow back fast enough to do that too often. Sheep hop home in the warm spring sun. They're ready for some birthday fun. And that is the end. Oof. It's water time. This is going to be super fast stretches. You ready? Here we go. Reach up to the sky, reach up to the sky, up the sky. Ooh, reach out in front of you. Stretch, reach out behind you, stretch. Out of the side, stretch. Over this way, beep. 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 And shake him out. Shake him high. Shake him low. Shake him high. Shake him low. Shake him high. Shake him low. Pat your belly. Pat your head. Pat your head and belly. Pat your belly and head. Pat your other hand. Pat your other belly. Stick out your tongue. Whew, that was like the super fast stretches version. Okay, you ready? This is your little light. Wave your light around like this. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Keep your light shining. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, shine. I won't let anyone blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let anyone get out. I'm gonna let it shine. I won't let anyone get out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Be kind. Be patient with yourselves and others. See you next time. Bye.